A fifth victim has now died after that mass shooting in Louisville, Kentucky yesterday. 8 others were injured when a lone gunman opened fire at a downtown bank. One of them, a police officer who was shot in the head, remains in critical condition. Police say the gunman's weapon was purchased legally last week. Craig Greenberg is Louisville's mayor. He and other officials spoke to reporters earlier today.
Yesterday's tragedy brings us to 40 people who've been shot to death this year in our city. Last year, I survived a workplace shooting. And now yesterday, I've lost a very close friend in another workplace shooting. 5 more families have lost a loved one. It has happened in Louisville. It could happen in Paducah, in Pikeville, or in Covington. This is happening in America everywhere and will keep happening until we say enough and take meaningful action.
CNN reporter Ivan Rodriguez is on the scene in Louisville. He has more on the shooting and the reaction to it.
The interim chief for the Louisville Metro Police Department announced that the shooter purchased the gun legally on April 4th. That's exactly 1 week ago today. City officials say that he fired the AR-15 style weapon about a minute and then waited in the lobby for about a minute and a half for police to arrive. Officials say right now it remains unclear why he waited that time period for officials to arrive to the scene. Right now, 4 patients are still being treated at the University of Louisville Hospital, with 1 patient who was upgraded from critical now to fair condition. Police say they will also be releasing body-worn camera footage. Today, the mayor announced a citywide vigil Wednesday at 5 p.m. We've seen those vigils since late last night. Behind me here at the bank's entrance, we've seen people bring flowers and candles and also rose petals lining the doors. Right behind me, you can see them boarded up as well. We do know that investigators are continuing, though, to comb through this Instagram video that was live streamed by the shooter from the moment that he entered the Old National Bank, and continuing to hear just the horrifying stories from people who witnessed the shooting as well. A manager who was inside at the time says that she virtually witnessed the shooting through a Microsoft Teams meeting. She says, quote, shortly after the meeting started, the gunman, which is an employee, started shooting up the conference room. I witnessed people being murdered. I don't know how else to say that. She also talked a little bit about how he was as a person. She said she didn't work directly with him, but did say that his temperament was pretty low-key and she never saw him get upset or angry in public. Again, we're also keeping an eye on those who remain in the hospital. The interim chief for the Louisville Police Department says the officer who was shot in the head underwent surgery, is recovering. He's still in critical condition, but right now is stable. In Louisville, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.